Joining us now is Scott Ferber of the Jauntee. The Jauntee are performing this Saturday, the 25th, at Brighton Music Hall with Viva La Hop. Scott, thanks so much for taking the time to speak with me today.
Hi, how you doing?
Doing pretty well. The Jauntee is currently on a tour that started in Colorado and will take you all throughout the eastern half of the United States, ending in December in Texas. How's the tour going so far?
Tour is going really well so far. We played in Cincinnati last night. We're about a week into the tour so far, and Cincinnati is one of our favorite spots to stop at, and last night went really well, and it was a lot of fun.
What is it about Cincinnati that you guys like?
We've just kind of found a good venue to play at, and kind of a niche crowd there. That we've just made friends there, and the crowds have kind of just grown through that.
Being a part of the jam scene, you must find some venues, like you said, in different cities where there is a big community for that type of music, where you feel connected.
Yeah, definitely. It seems, a lot of cities are just kind of hit or miss in that way, where some seem to have the scene built in there, and others not so much.
What are some of the cities that are better for the scene than others?
As far as we've seen, Ohio in general has been pretty good, which was surprising to us as we've been touring. And then in Colorado, definitely there's a really good scene for our type of music, especially. And Atlanta's been good to us as well. It's kind of just random places that we wouldn't have known before we had been touring for a while.
You guys recently relocated to Colorado.
We did indeed, and that was partly for that reason exactly, as well as we just really like it out there and love the mountains, and it seems to have been a good decision so far.
You were originally formed in Boston?
Yep, we all went to school in Boston, and we've been a band about 7 years now, so we were there for 6 or 7 years, and really sort of, got our start in Alston, really.
Yeah, at some of the local house shows, or?
Yeah, me and the guitar player, Caton, actually lived in a warehouse space, kind of, and we started throwing shows at our apartment space, really, and that's kind of where we were able to get a following before we even really were able to play venues.
Yeah, there's a lot of that going on in Alston, Brighton. Also East Boston, too. There's a pretty good house show scene.
Yep.
I'm calling you from Brighton, Cleveland Circle right now.
Yeah, okay, cool.
So you guys met at school in Boston. Who came up with the name The Jauntee?
I guess the word jaunt, like to go on a jaunt, like a jovial journey, is kind of where it stems from.
Yeah.
And like Caton, the guitar player, that was kind of a word growing up that just him and his group of friends used. So he always said that word, and I think I was maybe the one to suggest it as a band name. But yeah.
What schools were you guys at here?
3 of us went to Berkeley for music, and one of us went to the Aviation Academy. Then 3 of us went to Berkeley. One went to that school.
What were some of your favorite venues to play in Boston, other than house shows?
I would say my favorite place that I've played is probably the Sinclair. It's just a really good sized venue, and it's really nice and has nice sound and production. I'd say that's probably my favorite. We had a good time playing at Johnny D's before that shut down. But yeah, I'd say the Sinclair would be probably my favorite that we played.
On this current tour, have you guys been doing some all bluegrass sets?
We have, yeah. That's kind of a new thing. That we've done it in the past, but never really to be included as part of our regular electric tour. And that's just in an attempt to reach a wider audience, and just it's fun for us too to just switch it up and do some acoustic stuff.
Especially out in Colorado, there's a lot of bluegrass jam bands.
Right, exactly, and that was kind of a large part of it. We were just able to get other opportunities for gigs that we wouldn't have otherwise. And we love bluegrass too. So,
do you guys write bluegrass tunes?
We love bluegrass.
What is the writing process like for you in general?
I guess we kind of have different methods. A lot of times one of us will bring a song, we kind of one of us will write the skeleton of a song, like chords and melody, and then kind of bring a full song and show all of us. And then there's other songs that we kind of work together on, or usually one of us will bring kind of the chords and the melody, and everyone will kind of write their own individual parts.
Okay.
On their instrument.
Do you find that some of the songs don't have as solid of a structure because of the improvisation element to your performance?
We definitely like to keep parts of the songs open-ended. We'll usually have composed section or a section with lyrics, but then there's another section or sometimes multiple sections of the songs that we leave open-ended, and the parts that we can improvise over.
When you were first forming as a band, what were some of the common influences?
We all listen to all different types of stuff. We all have a common interest in jazz fusion stuff. A lot of Herbie Hancock, Chick Corea, and the three of us going to Berkeley had a lot of jazz background, so a lot of jazz and just improvisational based music. I think we're all a big fan of.
Have you guys done any jazz covers on stage?
Yeah, we've done a couple. We play a Dave Brubeck tune.
Which one?
A la Rondo, a la Turk.
Nice. Yeah.
What is it? Blue Rondo. A la Turk. That's right.
That one's in 5, right?
It's in 9.
Oh, it's in 9.
But he does take 5. He does take 5. That's
okay.
a big one.
Okay. Yeah. That must be fun.
Yeah, it's fun. I wouldn't say that we're all, I wouldn't call myself a jazz drummer, but I try. It's hard.
Must be fun to improvise in 9, though.
Yeah. Yes, definitely.
Have you guys played a lot of Fish after parties this year?
This year we did. I guess it's been 4 or 5 years now. We've been doing after parties in Denver for the Fish shows.
The Dick shows.
Yeah, that they do at Dick's Sporting Goods. So we did that. We did Friday and Saturday, and those have always gone really well. I think those are the only ones we did this year specifically, but we've definitely done every year. We try and get a couple of those in because it's always a lot of fun to play to that fan base. They're usually appreciative.
Yeah, is it interesting, waiting backstage for the show to end and then people walk over? How does that work promoting the after party?
I like to go to the shows if possible, but it doesn't always work out that way. But as far as promoting, I definitely a lot of times will print out flyers and give them to street team people that are at the show, or sometimes we've even gone to the lot before the show and put up posters and stuff. But yeah.
Do you ever have to compete with other bands who are doing after parties as well?
Always, definitely always. It seems there's always something to compete with. But usually there's enough people going to after parties in general that there's people there either way.
Cool. Do you guys have any New Year's Eve plans yet?
Nothing for the Jauntee. We had talked about doing something, but I think it just didn't end up working out this year. I will probably be going to fish, as a matter of fact.
Cool. Yeah.
I'm not sure about the other guys.
What are some of your plans you have for early 2018?
2018, we are very excited to be doing our first West Coast tour. And that is going to be happening early in the year, February or March, and that'll be going out through Montana and Idaho and Washington and Oregon, which we've been wanting to do for a really long time, but now it's more feasible that we're living in Colorado.
Do you guys have any bands that are friends out there?
No one that we've played with, really. Not really.
Okay. I always like to ask people, too, if they have any bands that they'd like to recommend for us to check out, maybe somebody in Colorado that we don't know in Boston.
There's this band, The Moves Collective. They're kind of in a acoustic. They're actually based in San Diego, but they tour through Colorado. And there's some friends of ours that are really good. They improvise a lot. They're kind of a acoustic jam sort of thing. But yeah, I'd say that's a lesser known band that I would recommend everyone check out.
All right. Well, the Jauntee are going to be performing this Saturday, the 25th, at Brighton Music Hall, as I mentioned. Scott, best of luck with the rest of the tour, and thanks so much for speaking with me today.
Yeah, thanks for talking with me.